Viewers and subscribers, you're welcome back again. This is BVI Channel 1, where we tell you undiluted truth. This issue of climate change, Nigerian workers are at the biggest risk, and they don't even put their concerns to it. Because I came across a video where the National Coordinator for Climate Change, the NLC National Coordinator for Climate Change, actually brought my attention to this very issue.
Across the world, workers are grappling with the consequences of a changing climate. In Nigeria, farmers are facing unpredictable rainfall and longer drought periods, which are severely impacting crop yields. In cities, power outages and heat waves are making work environments unbearable, especially in industries with limited air conditioning or ventilation.
Climate change is at the heart of the work we do, simply because climate change is an event that happens. It's a phenomenon that is central to the workplace. Most of the emissions, greenhouse gas emissions, actually happen in the workplace or in the corridors of work. So workers are central to the discourse around climate change.
At the ongoing COP29, the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) called for urgent policy action both at the local and international levels to mitigate the impact of climate change on workers. The Congress is also pushing for improved workplace safety, better health services, and social support for those who have been displaced by environmental disasters.
Well, mitigating climate change challenge means that you undertake efforts to reduce emissions, greenhouse gas emission, carbon emissions, methane emissions, and other CFCs and all that. Then we have another thing we call heat stress. Because of these emissions all over the world, you have what we call global warming. Temperatures are rising. That's why in UNFCCC process, the discussion is about to limit it to 1.5 degrees Celsius. And so workers are directly involved because they are in the production sites. Apart from the heat generated by machines, heat generated by chemical processes, you also have heat, from the global warming. And all of this adds to the terrible situation of heat stress. And workers are the direct burden bearers of this heat stress.
The effects of climate change are undeniable, and the NLC is determined to ensure that workers are not left behind in the fight for a sustainable future. In Azerbaijan, for News Central, I am Bettina Nwili.
And I must say, Nigerian workers are at the biggest risk. This kind of a thing, people don't really put their mind on it. But I can tell you why many people, tomorrow you see somebody collapse and die, and people will be looking at village people. It is not your village people all the time. Nigerian workers are highly exposed to carbon emissions, especially in their workplaces. As the condition of Nigeria be, because of lack of electricity, many workers are exposed to carbon waste coming from power generators and the rest of them. In different workplaces, in the factories, in the bank, in the market, shopping mall, just name it. But people don't put concerns to it. People don't understand why it is important. Their health and safety should be taken as a priority. This government, they don't care about anything, especially ordinary Nigerians. The guys at the top, they don't care because they will be relaxing in their air-conditioned office and air-conditioned vehicle and the rest of them. Whereas you Nigerian workers who will be working like zombies, who will be working like monkeys, and the baboons in the office will be shopping without minding your health and safety. That's why Nigerian Labour Congress is mindful of this climate change, and I want it to be an agitation by Nigerian workers. This one that the people will be saying minimum wage, and they will be dragging it back and forth. People that are exposed to this kind of emission in Nigeria, and nobody cares about it. And we understand how wonderful our healthcare service delivery is. Very wonderful one. Very wonderful one. After you're exposed to these things, about when you get sick, you start looking for anointing oil, miracle healing, and the rest of them. Whereas government should have taken care of proper healthcare service delivery. for everyone. But because all these public service or these public utilities are in a mess and a shambles, you will be the biggest victim. You may not understand until Nigeria happens to you. That's why you have to join and encourage this very advocacy. It's not just because the man in question, I mean the National Coordinator for Climate Change, is my elder brother directly, but it runs in our blood to agitate and advocate for good governance wherever we find ourselves. And whoever knows him will understand where we are coming from. I really appreciate him for that. When I saw the video, I got impressed that people are looking at that direction, because Nigerian workers, now, they take on ahead, they carry on. I just hope you will join in this advocacy. Share this video. What's your thought on it? Nigerian workers deserve better working environment for their health and safety. If that concerns you, share this video and spread the message. I'm also Gerald Peters, the advocate for good governance. GGN, uniting the people for good governance.